afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the NACTA webinar series. Today, we have a special guest. It's Melissa Morgan Roberts. She is the Business Development Manager for MTravel Hosting. Wonderful, wonderful company. Have been on our webinars many times, long-time NACTA supporter, and they're actually wonderful staff, wonderful team members, and I can't wait to hear what Melissa has to say. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping before I put myself on mute. I want to remind everybody that this is being recorded, so you can always, in the future, go to the NACTA YouTube channel to find this training. Also, in a couple of days after this recording, I will be sending you a post email message. It's going to have Melissa's information if you'd like to contact her, as well as the link to the YouTube webinar. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel for us, I definitely recommend it. I'll make sure to put the link in the email message. That way you can go back and listen to some past webinars. You can listen to some trainings that Lisa Watson has put together. She has things on how to work on your one sheet, how to change your profile for NACTA. If you need to change your passcode for your account, gives you a little webinar on how to do that also. So I am going to turn the reins over to Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for being here. I'm going to let you do your thing, put myself on hold, and when we're ready for Q&A, I will come right back up. So if anybody has any questions for Melissa that come up for them, please put them in the question box, and I will read them afterwards. All right, Melissa, here you go.
Hello, everyone. This is Melissa. As she mentioned, I am the Business Development Manager for the MTravel Hosting Program. So I'm going to kind of go over basically the differences of our program, specifically the top 10 reasons why you should be an independent contractor with us. So first, I'm going to start off with just understanding exactly who MTravel is, our parent company, MTravel / Corporate Travel Management. So MTravel was actually established in 1956. It has been a stable, reputable, very experienced company since then, based here in beautiful Montrose, California, which is outside of Los Angeles, about 20 minutes away, depending on traffic, of course. They were bought actually by the McClures, Lorraine and Joe Sr., back in 1972 as a retirement career, and they grew the company substantially since then. And then it was purchased by Joe, Andy, and Julie back in 1990. It was acquired by CTM in 2006, which CTM stands for Corporate Travel Management, and is now a $3.5 billion company. Here you're going to see basically the second generation, which is when Andy, Joe, and Julie bought it in 1990. Andy is the person on the left. She is my boss, and she basically is the one that runs the leisure division as well as the MTravel Hosting Services, which is the area where I handle all the recruiting and onboarding, and my fellow colleagues are basically your support team, which I will go further in detail later on. They are very much of a hands-on style management. They are in the trenches with our independent contractors and their fellow employees. They are not like a corporate hierarchy, so you don't have to like reach many people, like try to climb a ladder to get to Andy or to talk to anyone in our company. Basically, like I said, she is my boss. You can either talk to me or our team and get right to her. She's very welcoming for all of our independent contractors. So next I'm going to go through our different family of brands under Corporate Travel Management. As I mentioned, Corporate Travel Management did acquire MTravel back in 2006. They are based out of Australia, and Jamie Ferris is the managing director. As you can see, we are part of basically 5 different brands that are a part of CTM as a whole. So the hosting services is under the title of MTravel. Corporate Travel Management is basically handling all of the corporate side. Leisure Travel is under Allure Travel by CTM. Montrose Travel is now taking on basically the brand for our loyalty division, meaning all the credit cards. And if you have credit card rewards, goes through our loyalty division. Basically, they're the ones that handle all of like Wells Fargo, things like that. And then finally, event travel management is basically our groups and incentives department. Here are a little bit about our industry relationships. We have been very fortunate to have great preferred supplier relationships. We are a top producer with a lot of our key preferreds. We do have a lot of clout across the industry for any type of travel product, from vacation to cruises, air, hotel, car, and travel insurance. We are on top tier commissions with them. A lot of our supplier relationships can go as high as 18% in commissions, depending on the product and depending on the supplier. And we are very much actively engaged with our business development managers, so that way they can be in your corner when you need them. Our consortium is Virtuoso. We are the only global account with them and have been a member since January of this year. We are leading, they are very much of a leading in the travel network, especially in luxury, and definitely have instant brand recognition. They have behind them $21.2 billion in global buying power, which basically means that you have that buying power behind you as well, and a community of 17,000 preferred suppliers in more than 100 countries. So who is exactly MTravel? So as I mentioned, we are a part of CTM. We're the hosting division, and basically we're here to support any independent contractor who's looking to start or launch their own travel business or grow their business from there. We are a top 5 host in the US and have been helping people with their independent travel agencies for over 40 years. We work with both inexperienced and experienced agents and support a little over 500 agents across the US. So basically that means that we're large enough that we make a big impact, but we're small enough that we get to know our agents personally. So why is it important for you to know us? Basically, we're relationship builders. And sorry, I think part of my screen is actually blocked out, and I'll just read it out to you guys. We're not just merely a host agency. We also offer a true support system. We view our independent travel professionals as not only business partners, but also friends and family. We believe that travel is fun, and doing business together should be as well. We want to get to know you personally and get to know your business, because every single business is going to be a little different. Each person is going to be a little different, and how you handle it and how we help you is going to be different. So we want to make sure that we cater our support, our professional development, everything to you. Oh, there we go. That's why it popped up. Okay, so what are the top 10 reasons to join MTravel? First of all, MTravel is a host plus retail travel agency. We have decades of frontline industry experience. We have top-tiered commissions. There is vacation and sick time backup. So if you're out sick, or if you need backup while you're on vacation, we can always assist you because of the fact that we have a retail agency. We have a hands-on management team, as I mentioned. Andy is, in the trenches with us, making sure that we're supplying everything that you need to grow your business and make it successful. We have an in-house support, training, marketing, web development, and IT teams, which means that it's not outsourced. We do everything in-house, so that means that you can actually talk to the people, you can actually voice your opinions, and you can actually share what you need, so that way we can make sure that we can improve ourselves and therefore help you. We definitely know what it takes to build a travel business from the ground up, because we are a travel business ourselves. We want to make sure that we've learned from our mistakes and therefore can help you, so that way you don't have to go through the same mistakes we do. And there is no competition when it comes to that. A lot of the times I've gotten that people say like, oh, am I going to have issues with my clients going to you guys instead? No, we have it specifically in our contract that your clients are your clients, And no matter what, even if we help them while you're on vacation or anything like that, your clients are always going to be your clients. So next, we love our new independent travel professionals. As I said, we have a dedicated support team for phone and email support. And we do have one-on-one business coaching. You know, it is included with our program. We do want to make sure that we're helping every single agent. And for some agents, they don't need a lot of hand-holding. But for newer agents especially, they do need a little bit of hand-holding. They do need, you know, to have someone to call upon and maybe to have like an hour, 2-hour session discussing their business planner, their marketing planner, things like that. We're happy to do that for you. We're happy to help you every step of the way. So we do have live online training about 3 to 5 times per week, which includes our Jumpstart series, which is basically the orientation to our program, as well as our group travel series, which is understanding all the different types of group travel, how to use that for your own business. If you want to focus on cruise groups one day, we can help get you there. We do have a training archive of over 250 on-demand sessions. Our training archive is basically made up of all the live sessions that we do, since every single one of them is recorded, as well as anything that we do at our conferences, anything we do at our mini conferences, anything like that. We always want to make sure that for some of you, you could be doing this part-time, which we're completely fine with. So we want to make sure that you're still getting the information that you need. So by recording them and making them available on our back office portal, you are able to take advantage of everything as well. One new event that we actually have that we actually just started this year is Jumpstart Live, which is basically the extension of our Jumpstart series. It's an in-person training over a long weekend, and it's really just going in depth over how to get started in the industry, really digging deep into what it's like to be a new agent, really to get your business off the ground. And we also do some workshops. We do some peer-on-peer learning. You learn from our supplier partners as well. So it's a great event that you can have hands-on, and we usually do it a Friday to a Sunday. So it's a nice little long weekend that you can come here. It's usually held in our office that you can take advantage of. And the next event is actually scheduled for March 9th through the 11th. You of course do have access to industry training. You know, we, as I mentioned, our consortium is Virtuoso. Virtuoso actually has over 1,600 different trainings in their training archive. You can take advantage of CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association, and their training. Our supplier trainings, familiarization trips, everything like that you can take advantage of. And we are the winner of multiple Travel Weekly Magellan Awards for our training program. And of course, we love our experienced agents too. We want to make sure that we're catering to them as well, and we do have up to 90% commission. We do have a dedicated core support exclusively for our top producers. So you get that very quick response when you need it, especially if when you're a top agent, you usually don't need as much support as say someone who's newer, but you do need usually a quicker response. So we do have a dedicated line to them. We do have ongoing business development training, of course. You know, we're trying more and more to not only focus on our independent contractors, but also our experienced agents. Our experienced agents are looking for something that's more advanced. You know, sometimes it's more like taking the same product, but understanding the nitty gritty of it. And that's what we're focusing our training on, and making sure that we're keeping you on top of everything. We do have something that's actually also started this year, which is MTech Academy, which is I would say more for our experienced agent in the sense that it's a technology-focused mini conference, also on a long weekend. And it's all about the different travel, like technology tools that you can use in the travel industry that we offer included with our program, or we have special partners with. Last year, we did have the event at the Virtuoso offices in Fort Worth, Texas. I believe that we're looking into doing the same thing, but we haven't finalized all the dates yet, but we should be getting the save the date out soon. Of course, you have access to our preferred supplier business development managers. As a top agent, you know, you do need sometimes a quick response, or certain, like especially if you're working on a large group, to have access to the key movers and shakers of the companies, and we will definitely provide those to you. You do have options to co-op opportunities. It's not to say that our new agents do not have the opportunity to do. They do. It's just for some suppliers, they do have requirements in place. So it's more geared towards experienced agents, but it is available for both. And of course, if you do are working corporate or you do have GDS experience and you want to maintain your GDS access, we do have GDS access, and we do have airline contracts that you are able to tap into. Currently, we are in Apollo House, meaning that we work on the Apollo Galileo system, but we are in the process of adding Sabre. With the merger of corporate travel management with corporate travel management, they are a Sabre house, so we are now being able to have access to both. And finally, of course, you have access to all of Virtuoso's products, Virtuoso's suppliers, and we are affiliated with a couple invitation-only hotel programs. A couple of them include Ritz-Carlton Stars, the Marriott Accolades, so you are able to tap into that as well. Next is Agent Connex. Agent Connex is our proprietary industry-leading back office portal. It was named top 5 industry website by Travel Agent Magazine. And we're continuously updating content and functionality enhancements. We want to make sure that, like I mentioned, we're keeping you up to date. The travel industry is definitely something that changes on a regular basis. So keeping our information up to date is definitely key. Through Agent Connex, you can do invoicing, you can track your sales, you can also track your reporting. Everything that, the major function of it is to report your bookings into our accounting department. So we want to make sure that you get paid, you have correct, accurate reporting, and that's all you can do in Agent Connex. You can also have marketing information, supplier information, reservations, our general operations. Like I said, our training archive is in there. And we do have our block group space available. We do have just general supplier supplier information, how to get logins, things like that is all in our back office portal. And one thing that's very exciting is the fact that we're actually revamping our entire Agent Connex currently right now, and it's coming in 2018, a brand new Agent Connex. It's called Agent Connex 2.0. And basically, we're currently scoping out, and we're looking to have more features in there, be a little more streamlined, have B2B features, making sure that it's a more of a seamless process with with our bookings. Streamline everything from the moment you sign up and beyond. That it's just definitely your central hub for anything that you need. So that is coming in the very near future. Like I said, we're currently scoping that out. Myself and my colleague are working on the entire process, making sure that everything up and running, and we have something very interesting. And also, one big thing is making it responsive, so you can take it on the go with you. So next is we have Client Connect powered by Clientbase, and it's basically your customer relationship management tool. You can house your customers and your prospect list in there. You can segment out your client data to push out relevant, targeted, preferred supplier promotions. A lot of these promotions are actually created by our marketing department in-house, so you don't have to worry about creating it yourself. You can create your own, but you can just use the ones that we have in our system. We do them automatically each month, but you're more than welcome to either turn it off or on if you'd like. It is on autopilot, and it depends on the marketing codes that you yourself mark for your clients. So if you have a client that's really big on cruises and they're really big on family travel, you can make sure that they get any promotion through that system. You can also send custom promotions, like I mentioned, informational / reminder emails. Like if you want to remind your client of their anniversary that's coming up, and maybe that they should plan a trip towards that, or a birthday, or things like that, you can send out through there. Also book some of our supplier partners through it's a tool called Live Connect. And finally, it is an invoicing tool, so you can actually use that system to invoice your clients, as well as build reservation cards and things like that, so you can have everything in one place. Next are all the marketing tools. First off, we do have a social media marketing series in our training archive that is really, really great because a lot of people, you know, especially nowadays with working with millennials, you have to have a social media presence. You have to be able to tap into that demographic. And so the social media training series is a really great way so you can learn not only from our team, but also from your fellow agents that the tips and tricks that they learn. One of our agents, he does do about 80 to 90% of his business through social media alone. So kind of learn his tips and tricks. We do have Group Connex, a group management tool, which is basically a tool that we have on our website that you can actually manage your entire group in there. It's great for 20 plus groups or cruise groups or things like that. So that way your client has a booking tool that they can go into and actually, you know, register themselves for a tour, but you are the one managing the entire thing. We do have extensive marketing information, like I said, on Agent Connect in our back office portal. We do have press release templates, we have marketing tips, we have web banners, we have Google Analytics. Everything is on there for you as well. And then through Virtuoso, they do have a marketing program that we are a part of. We do provide you with low-cost marketing depending on your current volume. So we do have 4 different levels: platinum, gold, silver, bronze. Basically, depending on the volume that you have, is which level you would fall into. And the higher you go, of course, the more magazines, the more subscriptions that we provide to you, and the more that we provide. But even for the silver and bronze, we do pay for part of it, and you don't have to only pay half, which is still really great cost. And I think a lot of the promotions are a very, very like minor. I think maybe like a couple dollars a piece for some of the pieces. I then think that's as high as high as it goes. So feel free to take a look at that if you decide to join us. And the subscriptions are for Virtuoso Life, which has to do. Virtuoso Life is more for your current client. It's a kind of a table magazine that they can look at. Virtuoso Traveler is more for the client that you're currently trying to get, or your prospect. And then finally, the best of the best is a book of all of the best of the best that Virtuoso has to offer for the entire year. Number 4 is our private label consumer-based website. It is a award-winning consumer-based private label site. There is a demo at, as you see, it's 99999.mtravel.com. If you actually go to mtravel.com, you can also find a link to the demo site there. You can book air, car, hotel, cruises, travel insurance, and it does have information on vacation packages. You cannot book vacation packages on there just because there's so many moving parts, but you can actually be able to see information on there. It is customizable. You are able to control your logo, your agent photo, your contact information, about us, testimonials. There's a Why Book With Us section, your social media links, and able to create up to 5 custom pages. It does integrate with our block group space. So you are able to see all of our block group space and amenities on the website, and your clients are able to see it as well because it is a consumer-facing site. It was currently redesigned earlier this year. There are more changes to come. It currently does have a responsive design, but we're trying to actually have it be an even simpler shopping experience, more customizable control, more availability to you, so that way you are really at the hands of your own business. And we are currently the only host to include a fully serviceable booking engine on with the cost of the program. Third thing is, we do have a full suite of corporate tools and services. If you are looking to get into corporate travel, we are a great host for that because we do have a wide variety of tools since we do have our own corporate division. We do have a comprehensive corporate travel management program. You can be able to offer your clients online self-booking tools like Concur or Deem at Work. You can have like a suite of management reporting tools like monthly reports and things like that. You can do quality control. You can have flight alerts. We do offer account backup and support. Like I said, since we do have a corporate division in-house, we can actually help you and have backup on support. There is significant commissionable airline contracts. We have over 75 different contracts that you can tap into. Of course, most of them are for business and first class, but there is some that are actually for, premium economy, and there are some that are domestic. So there is a wide variety of options that are available to you. We do offer assistance to pitching new accounts. So if you need help with your presentation, with your proposals, things like that, we're happy to help you. We do this, our corporate division does day in, day out, and we do have templates and examples that you can use for your own clients. Of course, like I mentioned before, we do have GDS access. Like I said, we currently have Apollo, but we will be having Sabre in the very, very near future. And of course, the $3.5 billion global buying power is behind you, which helps because we do have global capabilities for US, South Pacific, Asia, and Europe, and that's for all of CTM is currently either has partnerships with or actually does have an office in. Next, our second one is that we are not a cookie cutter host. We recognize that each agent is going to have unique talents and professional goals of their own. We don't want you to fit into a box. Whatever type of travel you want to do, we can help you get there. I have agents that have done as romance travel and then, go all the way to corporate, from family travel all the way to luxury. There's a wide range of travel and there's so many different services that you can offer. Why not be able to find what fits for you? Like I said, we customize our support to reflect those characteristics. We want to make sure that you are well supported in what you're looking to accomplish. We're constantly surveying you guys, making sure that you gain your feedback so we can improve. The reason for Agent Connex and the reason for the redesign of the website is because we hear agents say, everything's a little outdated. We kind of need a little bit more information. So we heard you and we're doing that. We want to make sure that we're keeping cutting edge and up to date as possible. Like I said, we want to improve all the facets of our program based on your advice, based on what you're telling us. Our host and retail structure allows our agents of many specialties to find their home. We want to make sure that you are able to tap into all of our different resources. If you want to focus on groups, we have people that you can talk to and get you there. And finally, our agent success are our own success. If you grow, we grow, and that's the biggest thing, and we want to make sure that you can tap into. Finally, the number one reason that I would say is different from all the other hosts out there is that we refuse to nickel and dime. We have affordable, inclusive programs, like a low annual fee, no monthly hidden fees, no invoicing fees. We have 4 different programs, basically depending on your level of experience. For an experienced agent, we start off at a 50-50 commission split. It is $2.99 to join. And I've gotten the question, why do you start lower than other host agencies? It's because we, as I mentioned before, we're very big on support. We're very big on making sure that you have everything that you need. So starting off at a 50-50 is basically to compensate the team. We're expecting you to ask questions. We're expecting you to take as much of our time because we want you to. We want you to grow and have a solid base from the ground up. And that'll basically make sure that when you grow and you grow into the higher levels that you are very much established and you have that good foundation. The next is for our experienced agents, which is a 70-30 split, and it's $3.99 for the year. Established agents and executive agents do have a volume requirement attached to them. Established agents is an 80-20 split. It's $4.99 for the year, but you do have to have gross $10,000 a year in commission. And gross meaning including the split with us. A lot of that is a misconception, like, I have to only include my portion. No, we do have it by gross. So what's your total amount? If you say 80, like if say it's 10,000, it's 10,000. 8,000 to you, 2,000 to us. That's your total amount. So therefore, you can be at the 80-20 split. The executive level is a 90-10 split. It is $5.99 for the year, and it's at a minimum of $25,000 a year in gross commissions. We do, of course, help you with accounting, making sure that you get paid, because that's all important. Marketing, training, technology, everything like that. We do include errors and omissions insurance with our program. Of course, direct deposit. That's how we pay via direct deposit. We're currently pay once a month on the 15th of every month via direct deposit once the client has traveled and after the supplier has paid us. But I do know in the coming year we are looking to move to twice a month. And then finally, of course, the personalized support for you. So there we have it. We now have a little bit of background of all of our program and the top 10 reasons why independent contractors should join us. So I'll go ahead and take some questions now.
Perfect. Melissa, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
So you know what? I'm looking through the questions, and you know what? I'm like, I think you answered them. Somebody was asking if you have the ability to book air only, and I believe you addressed that. Could you go into that just a little more?
Yeah, of course. So you do have the ability to book air either through our website or through the GDS system. Like I said, it depends on how much air the person's booking, if they need the GDS system or not, because of the fact that we have a fully booking capable website. Most of our agents don't need actually GDS access. If they're doing between 20 to 30 airline tickets a month, that's when the GDS system starts becoming a subject of conversation.
Perfect, because you know, sometimes people just want air. That's the joy of the conversation when you have clients who just want air.
Exactly. So I mean, what the great thing about the website is that the client can actually go on there and you still get credit for it, because it does go into our accounting system. It is powered actually by the GDS system on the back end. So you're using kind of the point and click version instead of having to learn all the computer coding.
Excellent, excellent. Someone else had questions regarding your marketing tools. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we do include a CRM tool or client relationship management tool, which is Connex. It's powered by Clientbase. Clientbase is a product that comes from Sabre. We do offer like I said, an autopilot marketing where our marketing department does create promotions and things like that you are able to tap into from the day one that you get started. Once you get signed in, once you basically have set up your Client Connect, we can get you up and running and have your clients start getting promotions. All the promotions will be branded with your information. I did forget to mention that, but they will be branded with your information so your clients know that it's coming from you. Same thing with the Virtuoso marketing program. You know, the magazines that I mentioned, they will be branded with your information so the client does know it's coming from you. The biggest thing for us is to make sure that your branding is on the forefront. Of course, our information is going to be on the back end, you know, with suppliers and things like that, but with your clients, they're always going to see you and your name.
So the question that just popped up with that is when they receive that sort of material, it's got your name on it, which is awesome. Thank you. It helps us keep our independence. Now, if the client clicks through on it, does it go to
your website?
To the website? Okay, excellent.
It goes as part of the setup process for Client Connect is actually getting your website's information. We always ask our agents to set up a domain so that way we can add that on there. So making sure everything that gets clicked through, it gets clicked through to you. If it says email, like I want to email back, it's going to email back to you. If I want to go onto their website, it's going to go onto the website that we have for you. Every single website is going to have its own account, like your accounting code on the back end, so we know it's yours versus someone else, another agent, or ourselves. So we want to make sure that everything is going back to you no matter what.
Great, great. And it definitely sounds from how you described it like you're also encouraging new agents to come be with you, as well as agents who have years of experience. So for how I understand that, you know, how you describe the new agent program, do you have something that's a little different that you offer your experienced agents?
Are they referring to training, or what exactly are they referring to?
Yes, they're just.
Okay. Yes, we do have and actually, you know, for our experienced agents, it kind of can change just because at that point they've kind of established themselves and they've established what they're looking for. But we do have a luxury-focused training session, actually, an entire series dedicated to that. The group series can actually apply to our experienced agents as well, because of the fact that they may not ever have done a group in the past, and they're now kind of looking to maybe do a cruise group, or they're maybe looking to do a hotel. Virtuoso, of course, also offers like some that are specifically for our experienced agents. And finally, a lot of our like technology that we use and things like that, we do have the advanced version of everything. So there's a basic, so that way you can understand exactly how to use the product, and then there's like the nitty gritty, like the website, how to create custom pages, and how to actually, maybe get into the HTML a little bit, get into the nitty gritty of things, and that's more the experience side versus the newer agent side.
Got it. And which is really good, and I'm glad you talked about this, because someone just popped up the question, as an inexperienced agent, can you start anytime? Also, can you attend the Jumpstart only if you have just joined?
Yes. We have agents that the Jumpstart series, like the actual orientation to our program, is available at any time. So you can join at any time whenever you feel ready. We are here. The Jumpstart Live event, it does have scheduled times. We do it about twice a year, but you're more than welcome to come join an event that happened even like 6 months after you join. We do have actually a couple agents that, they've been with us for a little while and they have had experience, but they just needed a good refresher, and they kind of needed a revamp because they kind of felt a little sluggish, a little, kind of down from their business, so they wanted to kind of have a little revamp, and they've gone to the Jumpstart series and they've gone to the Jumpstart Live. So don't feel like just because it's happening like in March, like you have to rush to get started. There is, like I said, another session. We are actually planning the second session to be a part of our annual educational conference in October. So you can come to the Jumpstart series before the conference and then continue on to join the regular conference as well. So it's all in one shot. It is going to be a longer time because it is a part of the conference, but it is available to you.
Excellent. Well, that was all the questions, and you did an excellent job on answering them. Thank you so much. I want to, again, Melissa, thank you for being here and giving all the information regarding MTravel, and for being a NACTA supplier. You guys have been around for a long time, and I really like the fact that you really want to balance for new agents as well as the agents that are experienced. So do you have any last minute questions? I see that you do have your email on there, which is wonderful. Any other information before we sign off?
No, I think, well, like I said, the 800 number is on there. It's actually my direct line, so feel free to give me a call. The only other person that would pick that up is my colleague, Marie Lewis. She is currently actually training and helping me with on the onboarding side of everything. So you're either going to get myself or Marie. So feel free to give us a call, email me. Like I said, go onto our website. There's tons of information out there. We're very much of an open book type of host agency. So pretty much all information about us is available on our website. But if you have any nitty-gritty questions that you want to get into, I'm happy to go over them with you.
Excellent. Well, thank you again. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a really safe holiday, because you know what? It is right around the corner, believe it or not.
Oh, I know. I totally understand. Have a great one, everyone, and thanks for joining.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.